Karen Berger was the editor of Alan Moore's run on Swamp Thing. And even though Swamp Thing was a DCU book because Vertigo didn't exist then, it really is kind of the first Vertigo. You know, it's like, yeah, we're not going to do DCU type comics, we're going to do these kinds of comics. And was probably the 300-pound gorilla, because that run just was made them a fortune. And probably the reason DC agreed is like, oh, you want to spin off your own imprint and do more like this? And just before Vertigo existed, she was made officially the ambassador to English talent, where they would just send her over to, like, are there other people like Alan Moore? We want them all. And that's how she met Neil Gaiman. She met, anyone that's British. I was accused of being a British writer because, well, obviously, if you're a Vertigo, you're a Brit. And so she did that for a while and and then they said, yeah, let's formalize it, Vertigo. So Swamp Thing was the big thing. Then I think, not Preacher first, there was something else, maybe Shade the Changing, something like that was kind of a big thing. Then Sandman came along, and it was the big thing. As Sandman was beginning to taper off, Preacher was still the big thing, and then that ended, and then Fables, I think, was kind of the next. But the pattern was, in Vertigo, we always have the 300-pound gorilla, the big thing that's keeping us afloat so that we could do all of these little passion projects as well. So it had its place for a while. Mostly because Jeanette Kahn was leaving DC to go be a movie producer. She was halfway out the door when my pitch came in, and I think her attitude was, I can get a movie out of this. So she basically told them, yes, we're accepting this pitch. And that actually gave me a clout, because Karen Berger said, I can't see how you could get more than 6 issues out of this premise. Why don't we just do a miniseries? And I said, no, it's a ongoing or nothing. Because I had, her boss in my corner. But also Bob Wayne, who ran DC marketing, he was a powerhouse. He looked at this, said, I like this. This is what we're going to market. Right. DC doesn't market all of his books. It picks and chooses, this one, this. Bob Wayne looked at it, liked it, promoted it, and that was one of the reasons that nice. Fables became big, which is weird because I always thought Bob Wayne hated me until then. Another old Texas guy, and he used to run a comic. I don't know. I always got the impression I pissed him off at some point, but nope. He took Fables under his wing, and we flew to the stars together.